Kent Jensen with KentCoach.com. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about depression and anxiety. Now, I'll be talking from a point of personal perspective, things that I've experienced, things that I went out and learned. To say that I have not suffered depression or anxiety would be a lie. I myself have struggled greatly with those types of emotional reactions. And in doing so, I've taken two different approaches in trying to overcome them. Now, the first approach was unhealthy. I used substances, I used alcohol, other things to try to help myself ease those feelings. Now, they never went away, they just were buried, only to come back in a more intense fashion later on. Same thing with anxiety. I never really understood what it was and why I was feeling that. Now, to understand depression and anxiety, we have to look at our psychological needs. Since they're emotional reactions, everything happens in our brain, we have to understand what it is that's causing these reactions, the root source of these. For example, Abraham Maslow came up with a paper called A Theory in Human Motivation. So he creates a pyramid where he describes our needs. At the bottom of the pyramid are our physical needs: food, water, shelter, sex. We share those needs with other mammalia, other animals in the animal kingdom. But the difference between us and other animals is once those needs are met, other needs arise. And these are psychological needs. Now, these needs are certainty, the need for security, stability; variety, the need for new stimulus and change; significance, the need to feel valued and respected; love, connection, the need to feel feelings of closeness to someone or something; growth, the need to expand capacity and learn things; and contribution, the need to give back to others. Now, most of us don't realize we have those psychological needs, but most of us go about fulfilling only one or two of those needs. Those are what are called our primary drives. Now, if we do not learn how to fulfill those needs in a healthy manner, they can lead to other types of emotions that could harm us, like depression and anxiety. Let's take depression first. Depression is actually an emotional reaction caused by egocentrism. It means we're thinking too much about ourselves. So what's the cure for depression? What's the antidote? Selfless service to others. Now, I learned this on a first-hand basis. I was depressed, couldn't get out of bed, just laying there, tossing, turning. People would tell me go exercise. I'd go exercise, I wouldn't feel better. I just felt like, what's the point? Apathy set in, and I didn't even want to do anything. Now, I read about that. I read about how depression is egocentric, and I read about how the cure is to do service for others. So I decided, let me try this. So it was fall, and I would drive around and look for somebody's yard who had a lot of leaves. And the idea was, I'm not going to rake the leaves for recognition. I'm going to rake the leaves, bag them up, and leave before they could even know. I don't even want them to know who I am. I just want to do it. And so I did it. And the first time I was a little scared. I didn't know what to expect. I'm on somebody's property that I don't know, and I'm raking their yard. But the more I did it, the better I felt. And then I could incorporate other things like exercise. The reason being is we need to balance mind, heart, spirit, and body. And if you're suffering from depression, just focusing on one area of body while ignoring the mind isn't going to help anything. Understanding the mental aspect of it, understanding the source of the emotion, like depression, egocentrism, I'm thinking too much about myself, I'm focusing too much on my needs. Go do something for others. Right there, you're fulfilling that psychological need for contribution, the need to give back. You don't even realize it because you didn't know you had it. Now, let's talk about anxiety, okay? Anxiety is a secondary emotion created in our minds because we did not understand the first emotional reaction, or we are overstimulated. We're constantly connected to the world, our phones, TV, whatever. There's a little notification for everything we do, everything we think about. In fact, I had to turn my airplane mode on before I filmed this video because I kept getting interrupted, so we speak. And I wanted to be able to focus to give this message to everyone. So, anxiety is a secondary emotion. Like I said, look, if you're suffering from anxiety, you need to understand what is the cause of the anxiety. Is it because I did not understand an emotional message, or am I overstimulated? So in that case, what I recommend to people with the overstimulation, set timers on your phone for all your apps. Do not exceed 15-20 minutes a day, max. The less time you're on your phone, the less anxiety you'll feel. It's actually scientifically proven. Now, if it isn't because you're overstimulated and you're missing emotional messages, then what I recommend is take some time to meditate. Close your eyes and only focus on your breathing. Once you've focused on your breathing, your mind will create a solution. You will find the emotional message that you missed. You'll have a chance to fix it, and you'll have a chance to move forward with and your anxiety will become less and less intense over time. Now, these solutions are not easy. They require effort. They require you actually having to try them, and they require repeated practice. A lot of people just want that quick fix. They want to pop a pill, feel better. They want to do this, feel better. There isn't a quick fix to depression and anxiety. It takes effort, it takes mindfulness. You have to constantly be battling it every day. It is my hope that you can take something from this valuable, something that I felt was extremely valuable in helping me, and you can help yourself, and you can help others, and we can spread love, and we can spread compassion, and we can help, and the human race can be a better as a result. Thank you for this time, and have a wonderful day.